Hey guys, Mike Tozoni here for CryptoCoach Day 119, or at least number 119. So I had a rather very long day, and I'm gonna call it a day even though it was 2 days because I only had a nap in the middle. I started was the second day of my brothers and I's trip in Las Vegas, where we had the second day of class about corporate structuring for nonprofits. For myself, unfortunately, I spent half the day doing paperwork for my vacation club because I need to transfer it into a corporation. But unfortunately, I was gonna say, unfortunately, with things like timeshares and vacation clubs, they never let you just come in and take care of stuff very quickly. But in my case, there are a couple of issues that were found in my ownership where there's like the equity was not showing up, even though I was paying it down, and there's some other uh, things that were not recorded that should have been recorded. But anyway, half of that was that. The second half of the class the second half of the day in Vegas was Anderson Business Advisors on the nonprofit. I don't really feel bad about missing that half because honestly, the second half was more about like figuring out your mission, vision, and goals for what kind of a nonprofit or business you want to do, and how to divide, I guess, duties and other stuff. It was kind of like business 101 kind of stuff, which I don't really need anymore. It was a nice refresher on mission, vision statements, but other than that, it was a bit of a waste of time. Class was over. Then we were thinking of maybe spending some time in Vegas, but decided against it because it was kind of getting late, and we had all our junk with us that we were carrying. Plus, my brother's foot was a little rubbed a little too hard from the prior day's walk. So we just decided to go back to the airport, spend the rest of the evening in a nice, comfortable lounge. Flight back was the usual. As expected, it was overnight. I can never sleep on the airplane, so we took off at about I think 9:30 or 10 Vegas time, and we finally got back. I finally got back home to my house at about 11 or 10:30 a.m. 11 the next day. No sleep. Shower, hit the bed, took a very short nap, maybe 3 hours. Then right back up. Unfortunately, rushing quite a bit, didn't grab some of the things I needed to do. Actually, while we were in Vegas, I dropped my laptop while it was inside the case, which I've done a couple of times before, and it would land on a corner, so it was kind of okay. But this time it landed kind of flat, and it was actually a fairly soft landing, but it was enough to make the screen not come up. So now I don't have a laptop to work on remotely. And I was going to bring it with me to see if I can take it apart and see what's wrong with it while I'm over here in Florida, but in the rush I forgot it. So luckily I do still have my tablet, so hopefully I can do some of the work here on that. But yeah, short 3 hour nap, laptop broken, laptop and other things forgotten. At our house we had a water filtration system being installed while I was sleeping, and as I found out, we have an issue with septic, and we're not sure if it's an issue that's a serious issue, if it's just not draining. It's been raining pretty hard, but I think our insurance should be able to cover that. But just another headache to deal with, another kind of a downer. And then the flight at least was pretty uneventful. Flew out of Orlando at I don't remember, like 4:35, something like that. Out of DC area. Flew to Orlando. Got to Orlando around 10. Rented a car, grabbed a car that we reserved ahead of time. About an hour and a half drive, and it's looks like it's 1 a.m. right now, so I'm at the hotel. So I guess you could say my day started at 7 yesterday, and it's about to finally come to an end. Was luckily me having a short nap in the middle at 1 a.m. today. So yeah, that's my day 119. A lot of besides things not working out, me forgetting stuff, things breaking, there's a lot of also issues with frustration with business type of stuff. Like this is not didn't get done. We didn't get a phone call that I needed to do, which we ended up just taking care of by text. There's some documents that I could not get to because I literally, like, I did not have any sleep, and I literally had time for a 3-hour nap and had to rush right back out. So so yeah, I'm frustrated about not getting those things done as well. Some of those maybe I'll be able to do from my tablet, and it's one of those where my money is tied up in something and I need to get this done in order to get my money back out to actually have access to it again. And without me having access to money, it's harder to do business. But yeah, it's just bad crap. But overwhelming, crappy day. But the nice thing is there's kind of a scientific background to this where we have things that affect us, but the way we think and our moods are kind of get affected, or we affect them. So for example, if I'm in a really down mood, if I listen to some nice happy sounding music, like I was listening to Coldplay on the way down to from Orlando to Sebastian, the music actually kind of affects your mood. So if you listen to kind of downer, depressing, grunge kind of music, you're probably going to be in a crappy mood most of your life. If you listen to like happy music, you can actually have it pick up your mood as well. So like you might think I'm in a bad mood, so I'll listen to bad music, or I'm in a good mood, I'll listen to good music. You can also have it go the other way, where what you listen to will actually affect your mood. It applies to also what kind of people you hang out with. If you hang out with happy people or people who are optimistic, you'll probably be more happy and optimistic. If you hang out with a bunch of downers, misery loves company, so it gets all shared around. And surprisingly, it's even to the point where, like, if you're in a good mood, you'll smile, and if you're in a bad mood, you'll frown. And the thought is that your face is a reflection of your emotions. And what they actually found out is that your face can actually influence your emotion too. So like if you're in a bad mood, like try smiling, and that action actually sends signals and chemicals to your brain that actually makes you, even if you're not happy, it actually kind of forces and influences you as if you were happy. So, and that's really how, I mean, I'm a pretty major optimist. Like if you ask a lot of people about me, I'll probably say I'm pretty optimistic. And that's probably how I deal with a lot of my stuff. Like I have a lot of things I have to juggle, a lot of frustrations. I used to like to think of myself as kind of happy-go-lucky. At least at this point I'm a little more targeted. But it's still kind of the same, that if things are out of my control, then I mean there's no reason to stress or be upset about them. Obviously plan for them, but in general, just count your blessings, look on the bright side of life, and be happy about things that you can enjoy, and try to ignore, or in my case even forget, all the bad ones, and just keep moving forward, because going forward everything's going to be, well, time heals all wounds, as they say, and things always improve as long as you keep working on them. So anyway, long day for me. We're down here in Sebastian, Florida now. It's my spouse and I. We'll be spending the next 4 days working on my plane, trying to get, see where it's at right now, what stage it's at, and see what we can do to kind of bring it up a little bit more to completion. And yeah, I'll be recording some videos, taking some pictures of that while I'm staying here. But for now, it's really late. Tomorrow's another early day, so I'm gonna hit the shower and then hit the bed. So good night.